How's it going, guys? Trey Clark here, as I usually am, and this is Holly. Holly over here is a little mix that we've gotten from a shelter that we're going to look for a home for, and one of the things we do is get dogs ready to go into the home and be good citizens. She's a good dog and real friendly, but she has these trances. Now, one thing about dogs are they're not multitaskers. And they live in these trances, okay? They go and they dial into one thing. We can think about lunch and what we have to do tomorrow and then a conversation all at the same time. Dogs cannot. It's one thing at a time. And right now she's fixated on a squirrel, and it's very disruptive because she's barking. In reality, she's not happy. She's anxious. And so it's just this, that's not a balanced personality. So what I'm gonna do is just put the leash on her. I'm gonna see if I can snap her out of it, and we are going to just go real time through the motions of the first time that I've had her about a week. She's settled in, and just see what happens. So here we go. Holly's all over the place right now, so I'm not gonna chase her down because I don't want to up the ante. So I'm gonna try once to get the leash on her. Hey girl. All right, so there's no problem you can't fix with the leash. Now, this is a British slip lead, and she's going to do this. So what I'm going to do is get the leash set up on her, and I'm going to win this battle of attention. So the way I look at it is, oh wow, she's strong. The way I look at it is, phase one is I get the attention until I get the behavior. Phase two is I want the behavior no matter where the attention is. It's just, so first thing I'm going to do is a few minutes of this. I'm going to move figure eights back and forth because she's too strong. Now, one thing I want you to remember is if I go back and forth here, if I try and pull against her or this way, she's too strong. So just like cow tipping, baby. So I'm going to do about 2-3 minutes of this, and she's going to start panting. And the first, you can do this basically when, before you take a dog out. So she's going to start losing take about 2 or 3 minutes, losing the will to be interested in something other than this leash. So it's either the squirrel or the leash, and it's going to go back and forth, but this is the first test drive to see what she's doing. So notice everything's going 45 degrees. One thing is I don't want to pull on her trachea too much. As strong as she is and as thick as her neck is, she could pull hard enough to maybe hurt herself, so I go sideways, and it knocks them off balance. They're made to pull this way. That's where all their strength is, so I take that out of them. And then just start walking in figure eights. It frustrates them, and I don't have to run 5 miles to tire them out. And she's not in the best shape, so she's going to run out of energy pretty quickly. Notice I'm not playing tug of war. All right, she's starting to kind of play ball a little bit. Notice she's not quite as interested in those squirrels. She still knows they're there. She wants to kind of cut this out now, which is good. Which means I'll stretch it. Come on. Shh. All right, so that's a sit. That's what I want. Notice I'm not saying sit. So she's panting now. So I'm going to do this for about 5 minutes, and then we're into the mode where I bet you if I let her off the leash, she's not going to be quite as ready to just run around and be in this. Shh. Shh. So this is where I want to get to for now, and then after a few minutes, we're going to just see where she is. She's not doing what she was doing, and let's see how far it goes. Now this is the first day of real training, so we're going to see if we can keep her calm. We want to get her to go from this level 8 and 9 in this stuff to just kind of being able to pay attention to squirrels but not go ballistic. That's our whole goal. So let's see where we are in a few minutes. All right, so keep in mind that as far as I have no history on any kind of leash training here. If you look here, the reason I'm doing this here, where the creases are squunched up and the ears are forward, and it looks like they're laser focused, I don't have control here. Now, what some people do is they try and play tug of war and lug them around and do all that stuff. We're not doing that. It's going to be a quick, I'm going to snap them out of this. Hey, just little jerks to the point where it's slipping through your hands. Now, the game here is I don't let that focus happen. Now, this is early on. And we're going to go here. Each one of these little bases I go to, I have to turn around and have them sit in the direction that we went. So if I'm going to be going this way, I'm going to circle around and back up here and do this little sit. Now, I don't know if she knows how to sit or not, but I'm not using the command and I'm not using her name or anything. So it's going to go, I'm going to go there, sit facing this way, go there, sit facing this way, go there, sit facing this way, and just see how she does it. And really, we do this 2 or 3 times. She's going to be a lot less attentive to the squirrel. So let's see what happens. All right, so we're trying to snap out of this mode here that's up in the tree with squirrels that are here teasing dogs. I was going to get rid of the squirrels, but I kind of like the idea that it gives me a reason to snap them out of this. So first thing we're going to do with this little game, come on. All right, so she's fighting me. I'm not going to just sit here and fight her. I want to start out in the sit position. Good girl. So we're going to start here. We're going to go to each one of these bases, and we have to sit facing from where we came from. So when I go there, the way you do is you walk all the way around and you back up. I want to face back here. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. And we're going to sit here and wait. Now I'm going to go all the way over there, and I want to face right back where I came from. Now I got to keep her attention. She wants to be over there. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Notice I'm just doing quick leash corrections. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, you are. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. So now I'm going to go over here. I got to face back this way, so I'm going to circle around, back up. Yes, you are a good girl. Such a good girl. Let's go here. Shh. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm not forcing her into it just by lifting her head up until she submits. It's kind of a dance. You come sideways and back up, and all in one motion. It's slipping through my hands, okay? This is not a forced deal. It's like putting someone's chair down when they're sitting at a table. You just kind of ease them into the chair. You're not forcing them down. So right here, come on, come on, come on. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, good girl. Look at you. So this is all the first time around on the leash with this kind of stuff, and she's doing great. And so, but I had to tire her out first. So good girl, Holly. Now, her attention is a lot easier on me. The squirrels are still up there, but as soon as I see that looking up, I give her a little. And now she's way too worried about this. Now this has the attention. Right there. Just reset. And then flex this muscle here to be able to just be content even though there are squirrels around, because that is not a balanced dog. That's a dog that is nervous and frustrated and needs those squirrels, and it frustrates everyone because you want the dog to quit barking. Right here again. Shh. Shh. Good girl. Shh. And this right here, although it doesn't seem like a lot, this is the core of everything I do. Just get that attention, and then the behavior, and then let her have. Right now I'm getting the behavior and not her attention, so I'm kind of winning phase 2 right now. But you got to tire them out first. That's where we are. I got no tension here. Now if I can walk this way without a lot. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, come on. Ah, come on, come here. All right, so I lost that round. But I'll bet you, once she realizes that this is intuitive to follow around with, she'll start following me around and be paying more attention to me than everything else, to the point where she can just pay attention to the squirrels and I get the behavior I want. Then eventually, her natural position is going to be just a sitting one. Right, girl? Say hi, Holly. Say hi. There's a lot of people watching you. A lot of people rooting for you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. She needs a home, too, by the way. So, she's a good girl. Cool. So, the same squirrels are still out here. Holly's, after about 8 or 10 minutes, and this is just an exercise, when we come out later, it's going to be the same thing over again. But after, 10 days of it, with 4 or 5 times a day, just 10 minutes. I mean, it's not that much effort, and we're doing it all in the backyard here. So all the same distractions are here. Come here, come here. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And so now we've got a dog that's a little bit more manageable. We still got these trances coming in, but it'd be weird if she was automatically, just doing everything that I wanted. And notice the squirrels are up there, and this is a kind of a more happy, balanced dog right now, where they learn to do this off the leash with all kinds of stuff going on. Then we've got a dog that is a good citizen in the home. She can pay attention to the squirrels and stuff, but we just sit here and love on her. And it doesn't have to be a ballistic missile going up trees and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, my name is Trey Clark, TreyClarkDogs.com. We're at Trey Clark's Dog House down here in Houston, Texas at 59 and Shepherd. And we do 24/7 behavioral training and daycare and boarding. Now, one thing is, when I'm doing that, she's jumping up. I'm not pulling her up. Very important. That's about as hard as I'm holding this thing. So, but this is a little different than what we started out with. So, stay patient, and there's no smoke and mirrors. I'm not doing any magic. They don't know what I do for a living. I didn't give them my card. There's nothing I'm doing that you can't do at home. So, cheers, guys.